An audio setup that doesn't break the bank, but gives you phenomenal audio quality with fantastic reliability. That's what we'll be taking a look at in this video. What's up guys, it's tech-raccoon back with another video, and the audio that you're hearing right now is from this audio setup that doesn't break the bank. And this audio setup includes headphones as well, which are the ones that I'm using right now as well. Now this whole setup ends up costing about 300 Australian dollars. And for that you get an audio interface, a microphone, a boom arm, and headphones, and of course an XLR cable. So let's begin with the microphone of choice for this setup. Personally, I think for most people a condenser microphone is the best option because it gives that really clear sound that you can hear. The sound is really nice. It has that crisp quality to it. And the microphone that I'm actually using is the Behringer B1 microphone. This microphone is a large diaphragm condenser microphone coming in at about 120 Australian dollars. Now for that price you get the Behringer B1 in a nice case with a shock mount and a nice big pop filter, which I have here. Now this pop filter is really good, but for this video I'm not going to have it because it's very big and it gets in the way of the video a bit. But I do have the microphone positioned to the side of my face, so there shouldn't be any plosives anyway. This microphone is made from a fully metal build construction and feels extremely solid in the hand. I've pulled it apart a few times and I've seen that the metal is extremely thick, and it makes this microphone feel really solid. On the front of the mic you also have a three-way switch. This three-way switch gives you three different settings. The middle one being the natural sound from this microphone, the one that you'd most likely want to use it on at all times. Then you've got the minus 10 decibels, which basically quietens down the mic 10 decibels, and that's it. And that's useful for very loud instruments. And then you've got yourself the low cut filter, which is basically for if you want to really capture the high-end detail in like maybe drums or something like that. So this microphone is good for instruments as well, but for most of the time you'll be using this microphone in that mid position. Now to turn this analog signal into digital signal, you need yourself an audio interface or a mixer or something of that sort. Now for this setup I chose to go with the Behringer Uphoria UM2, which is an extremely budget interface, and I really recommend this interface. I've had one for about 3 to 4 years now and it's still going strong with no problems. The build construction of this interface isn't fantastic, it's made out of plastic, but it's an extremely reliable interface. Now if you do want something to sort of bring around everywhere, something that's a bit more durable, you can go for the Behringer UM2 which is the same single XLR interface basically, but it has slightly better preamps and it has a metal build construction. But either one of these interfaces will be fine. Now the interface costs about 60 Australian dollars for the Uphoria UM2, but you can get yourself the UM2 for about 75 Australian dollars. Now why would you want to go for an interface instead of just plugging your microphone straight into the computer, which is what a lot of people think you should do? Well, there's a lot of reasons. When you plug your microphone straight into the computer DAC that it has inside is actually really bad and it leaves a lot of hum in the audio. And for a lot of cases with a condenser microphone, you won't even be able to power the microphone at all and it'll be almost silent. While with an interface, you have all the things you need. You have the gain knob, you have the 48 volt power to power the microphone, and you can even plug your headphones in, which is what I highly recommend. And you can turn on direct monitor so you can hear exactly what the microphone hears and you can tell if it's clipping or not through the interface. So these are some fantastic features that really bring me to always use an interface with my setups. And for a condenser microphone, it's basically a necessity to have an interface. You can also end up plugging in an instrument if you'd like into this interface as well, because it does have an instrument port in there. So if you do have any instruments you like to play, you can plug it in and record on your computer. Now for a boom arm, I don't really have a specific one you should go with. I just say basically any of the cheap ones on eBay will be fine, because I've had a very cheap one from eBay costing about 10 Australian dollars for my setup for many years now, and it's still going strong. I did have to replace a few screws on it because they did wear out after a while, but the actual chassis of the boom arm is still going very strong. So any boom arm will really do for this setup. And same goes with XLR cable. Just get yourself a decent quality XLR cable. One from DJ City is really good. Any of their lineup is fine. I'm using a 1.5 meter cable from DJ City, and that is going really well. And then last but not least, the headphones. For me, I think the perfect choice is the Sennheiser HD280 Pros, These give really, really good background noise reduction. You basically don't hear anything other than what you're listening to through the headphones. They get rid of all the fan noise and stuff like that, and I really like that. But if you do want another option, you can go for something like the Audio-Technica M40Xs or M50Xs. They will give a very similar sound quality, and all those headphones come in at around 130 Australian dollars. You might have to look for sales. For the Sennheiser HD280 Pros, sometimes they cost a lot more, like 180, but usually you'll find that they're going to be on special, sometimes for 130, which is what I bought them for. And for that price, you get a very high quality pair of headphones, which will last you a lifetime. They have a really nice coiled cable with the 3.5mm jack at the end, and it comes with an adapter in the box to fit into the interface. And the headphones are really comfortable as well. When you put them on your head, they just feel really nice. When you do get the headphones though, straight out of the box, they might feel quite tight on your head, but after a couple of weeks of use, they really shaped towards my head, and these are my favorite feeling headphones on the head that I've used so far. And same goes for sound. They have a very balanced sound, and just in general, the sound is phenomenal. So these are fantastic headphones for monitoring your audio from your interface, and that's why I pick these to go with this setup. So this setup is what I would call a very good audio setup for the price. You get very high quality audio for people to listen to, as well as you being able to listen to very high quality audio through the headphones. Some people might call the microphone a more budget friendly condenser microphone, but I would consider it a very good value condenser microphone. The sound you get from it is phenomenal, and the reliability from Behringer has always been good. So there's not really much to worry about here. So hopefully this video gave you a bit of an idea of a good audio setup for about 300 Australian dollars. If it did, drop a like on the video. If it didn't, drop a dislike on the video. Remember to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.